everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the sign of Gemini. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this week's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now, when it comes to the spread, I'll be pulling one card from each of the three oracle decks that I have here. So we'll get the key theme of the week using the Quantum Oracle, some divine guidance using the Moonology deck, and a message from your higher self using the Work Your Light deck. When it comes to the tarot messages, I'll be pulling cards from the Intuitive and clarifying using the Waite deck. So, Gemini, let's see what's in store for you for the week of the 18th to the 24th of January 2021. So while I shuffle your cards again, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. Alright? So, your cards wanted to fly out just then. There was a whole bunch of them. That's why I went again, and there was one card that came flying out for you, and I feel like that is absolutely the one. Transformation. Okay? That's exactly what you're going through right now, Gemini. A huge energetic shift. I really felt it as soon as I started your reading, to be honest. I had to do your reading, like just trying to get through the intro. I had to do it 3 times before I could get it right because I was just getting hit with this energy, right? Huge shifts taking place for you right now. It's really intense and it can be a little bit overwhelming. So it's important that when you do feel that, you ground that energy. Otherwise, it can make you feel a little bit sick, like nauseous. That is one of the key ascension symptoms, right? You can feel a bit nauseous, get ringing in your ears like tinnitus, feel a bit off balance, feel a bit like over energetic, so grounding that energy is going to be really important because this is a big one. This is a huge upgrade. So awesome. Let's keep it going. So what is the guidance that we can give Gemini to help them with this process as they're going through this huge transformative period in their life right now? What can help Gemini through that process? What is it that Gemini needs to know that can help them with this process? So you have full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So you could have Sagittarius in your chart, be dealing with one, but regardless, it's saying yes. What you may not be aware of is that while you're feeling it on a personal level, it's very much also affecting the collective, okay? There is a lot taking place for the collective right now. I've been discussing it a lot in my collective readings as well. So you're not just feeling it on a personal level, you're feeling it on a collective level. You're also going to see a lot of changes all around you, okay? So it's important that you do get ahead of the curve, that you do pay close attention to the warnings, the signals, the guidance that's coming in through various different means, okay? Different mediums, channels, symbols, numbers, all of that's going to be really important, okay? So do pay close attention to those signs. Don't ignore them, okay, essentially. If something's really standing out to you, it's for a reason, because it's giving you some intuitive hits about what's to come, okay? So, let's see what your higher self wants to communicate at this time, because I'm definitely getting a sense that your higher self is having a bit of a blast at the moment. Especially now it feels like you're starting to tune in with your higher self on a more profound way, in a more profound way. So, what is it that Gemini's higher self wants to communicate to Gemini at this time? What is it? Okay. So, you have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So that is significant. You're breaking ancestral karma, generational karma. So whatever you've seen repeating throughout the various generations in your family, You are the one that's breaking those chains. So you won't find yourself in the same karmic situations, those really repetitive, scenarios that just keeps you locked into a certain vibration, dealing with certain energies, certain individuals that just don't seem to change, that don't seem to progress, evolve, right? You are coming away from all of that and you're going full steam ahead towards your ascension. So that is, wow, really, really significant, Gemini. So I'm very, very interested to get into the tarot messages now, because this is potent, this reading. Blimey. Okay. So let's see what else we can find out for you, but it's a serious upgrade, no joke. And a lot of people are breaking ancestral karma at this point. I say a lot of people, there's a lot of people that aren't, but there are a whole bunch of people that are being activated to do that at this time, and I feel like you are absolutely one of them, right? So it's a very, very powerful time for you to come out of these energies that were limiting and start going full steam towards the impossible and making it very, very possible. More than possible, very real. So unbelievable. Okay. Let's keep going. All right, so just want to tidy up my spread a little bit and we'll get into it. Okay, so first card out is Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So that's Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I get a sense that, yeah, there is inner work that's taking place right now. There's some things that's shifting in your energy. I feel like you're going to get a lot of downloads, as I said. It's going to take time to integrate those understandings, these changes, the lessons, because you're awakening, on a whole new level. So you need to take some time to ground those energies and to start implementing it in a very practical way, using it. It's no good just getting this information and just sitting on it, right? You have to utilize it. That's the whole point of it, okay? So once you do absorb that information, once you get these insights, this clarity, you then have to work with it and, apply it to your situations, right? Apply it to whatever work is needing to be done in the 3D, okay? Next card out is Temperance card in reverse. So that is Sagittarius energy. Very strong Sagittarius coming up, so you could have it in your chart or be dealing with one. But essentially what I get here is that there is a need to alchemize the situation. Taking something that was once negative and turning it into a positive, flipping it on its head, right? And I feel like now is the time. Now is the time to make those necessary changes. It's important as well that you do pan out and don't only look at it from your perspective, okay? Because there is a lot at play here. There's a lot at stake as well. So you have to kind of pan out from your own your own subjective view on things, right? In order to see just how important this is, how big of a situation this is, this change that's happening, and why it's happening, right? It's not just so you make these little incremental changes in your life that will make you happier. It's like on a whole profound scale, completely revolutionize the way we live, literally on that level. So it's important that you do see the bigger implications as well as, how it's changing and affecting things in your life as well. All right. Next card out is the Hierophant in reverse. So this is Taurus energy, right? You could be dealing with one, have it in your chart. Yeah, so I feel like, I think for a long time you were kind of ignoring your better judgment, right? Because I feel like you are being asked to sever some connections within the family. This can be family members, this can be your closest friends, this can be partners, but you are being asked to release certain connections and not just one. And that's really hard for you, I feel. It's very difficult, but it's time to let go. because you are breaking ancestral karma here. So if you keep going round after round with these people and expecting things to change, it won't. You have to release them. And you have to release your expectations of things turning around, because these people are showing you that they're not willing to change. So if they're not willing to change, you have to let them go. Okay? Next card out is the Judgment card in reverse. So that is more Sagittarius energy. That's also associated with Scorpio, I believe. Very strong Sagittarius in your reading, okay? So yeah, I get a sense that maybe one of the people you have to release is a Sagittarius, possibly. Possibly not. You know your situation, so take it however it resonates. I feel like though that, yeah, this is a process you're going through, right? There's certain things that will be finalized. You will make certain judgment calls, and that will be the end of it. Like, there is no going back once this judgment call is made. And it's in various aspects of your life, not just one. So yeah, you're going through the process right now. Transformation is a transitionary period. So there's things that are currently being worked out, understood, integrated, and then will be used to make those decisions, make those final judgment calls, and take action, right? But right now you're still going through the process. So you're not ready to quite finalize these things just yet, but you will be very soon, okay? Next card is Three of Wands. So fire energy, yeah, I see you waiting on something. Waiting and waiting and waiting, expecting things to change. Again, it's saying, look, you need to pan out, right? You need to pan out and look at the broader picture here. Look at things from a more objective perspective. You may need some assistance with that, right? Because it's things that are very personal, very close to your heart, so I understand that. But at the same time, deep down, you know what the answer is. Deep down, you know what you need to do. And I feel like if you keep waiting for things to change that are never going to change, all you're going to do is be wasting your time, your precious time on this earth, right? You have other things that require your attention, your focus, your passion, your love, your consideration, your understanding. So don't wait for someone or something that's not waiting for you, is what I would say. And then finally, the last card is Nine of Swords in reverse. So that's good. I do see you coming out of this sort of mental torment, because I feel like you've been tortured over this decision to release certain people from your life. But now you're making that judgment call. Like I said, you're almost ready to do what is needed, but you're still going through the process of getting to that point, right? But you're not wanting to carry this burden anymore. You don't want the mental stresses that come with it. You don't want... basically, you're putting your mental health first as well, which is good. Okay. So let's get into the clarifications then and see what else we can find out for you. But I get it. It's not an easy process. You know, transformation is never comfortable. It always happens outside of the comfort zone, and it does bring about a lot of endings as well as new beginnings. So the endings can be bittersweet. And that's what I feel here. It's like bittersweet endings, because you're happy to see change, you're happy to move on, and to really be in this brand new chapter and opening up to a new reality. But at the same time, you're having to purge and release a lot of things in order to do it, and even, you know, several connections. So I do understand that it is bittersweet, you know. But it will turn around. I can see it already, right? With this energy here, things are turning around. As soon as you do that, oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly. That's amazing, you know? It really is going to turn your whole life around though. And usually it is the hardest things to do that bring about the most rewards, you know? So... but I understand, you just need a minute to kind of process this. Okay, so Clarifying the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, you have the Queen of Pentacles, so earth energy, specifically Taurus. No, not Taurus, my bad, Capricorn. And you have the Nine of Cups, okay? So yeah. The good thing here, this transformation you're going through, right? This significant spiritual transformation is helping you to understand your true value and the value of energy, right? Because I feel like in the past you misplaced your energy, you misplaced parts of your soul, right? You gave it to connections where people were only serving their own interests, right? And I feel like maybe, especially when it comes to toxic family members, I feel like maybe they were making demands of you to give more and more and more of yourself and really refilling their cup, feeling really good and replenished, but giving very little back to the point where you were just depleted. Well, that's all changing. You're not going to be doing that anymore from now on. You're only going to be giving what you want to and can give to those who are deserving of it, okay? Because you do need to reserve your own energy stores as well. You can't just give everything and be completely wiped out, right? You do need to reserve some of your heart and energy for yourself, right? So you're learning that lesson as well in this process. Clarifying the temperance card in reverse, you have the King of Cups, that's Scorpio energy, and you have the Four of Cups, okay? So you could be dealing with a Scorpio possibly, or a Capricorn, but regardless, I feel like this is about you understanding that there is a need for emotional maturity to be able to see things from a very evolved perspective emotionally, right? Someone who's very much in control, that is able to see things from different perspectives without getting, and able to accept that someone may have a different perspective or may not want what you want, and accept that and not be so emotionally distraught or destroyed by it, okay? So that's part of the transformation that's taking place for you right now, is to create that emotional stability and maturity, so that if an offer you make is rejected, right, in terms of love, then you're not crippled by it, okay? Because again, your energy, your attention, your love is probably going to be needed elsewhere, okay? Clarifying the hierophant in reverse, you have the Sun card, awesome, that's Leo, and you have the Ace of Swords. So that's your energy, Gemini, okay, along with Aquarius and Libra. So this is it. You are cutting out what doesn't serve you in the pursuit of following your bliss, following what does make you happy, what makes sense to you on a soul level, right? That joy, absolute happiness, that is contentment, that is gratitude, that is, being in alignment with self, with source, with, the ascendant energy, right? So that's amazing. So you're choosing truth and you're choosing your happiness over anything that sabotages that, right? So you are cutting out ancestral karma, you are cutting out generational karma, and you are cutting out any connection that brings you down, okay? And I don't mean connections that challenge you, because there's growth there. It's connections that just bring you down and stop you from being in an ascendant energy, that stops you from evolving, okay? So awesome. Then clarifying the Judgment card in reverse, you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Earth energy, and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. So what you're preparing for is essentially, it's an exit out of an environment that makes you feel, not that you're abandoned, but makes you feel like you're just not even there, maybe, right? And going towards something where you are being offered that energetic exchange, right? It's something that's going to bring about a lot of fulfillment, happiness, a lot of material abundance as well. It's an environment that feels very nurturing, that feels very grounding as well, right? And I feel like what you're doing is you're transforming a situation that makes you feel like you're having to constantly go without, in the pursuit of going after something that gives you a feeling of having everything you could ever want, right? That's essentially the best way I can describe it. Clarifying the Three of Wands, you have the Judgment card in reverse again. Honestly, there is so much Sagittarius energy, it's not even funny. And you also have the Seven of Swords, right? Air energy. So, yeah. I think slowly you're going to come to realize that you waiting and waiting and waiting for something to turn around that isn't going to turn around is actually self-sabotage. You're going to realize that, and you're going to realize why you've been doing that and what healing that reflects that is required at this time. So until you're able to see that clearly for what it is, you know what's funny? It actually reminded me of a previous reading I did last year for you. I don't remember when I did that. It was a monthly reading, I believe. And you had this exact combination. I just remembered it. The fact I can remember it from all these months ago just is confirmation from the divine that you've been procrastinating and delaying this process. But no matter how much you avoid it, it's always going to keep coming back until you do what is required. So in this case, yeah, you need to stop self-sabotaging by waiting for a change. It's like, I was even talking about this earlier, right, with someone, and I was saying how, like, you know, the epitome of madness, which is what Einstein's quote is all about, is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's what you've been doing. But I feel like you're going to come to realize that, and you're going to realize that you have no choice but to take action here. Okay. And then finally, clarifying the Nine of Swords in reverse. You have the Death card, so Scorpio energy. You have very, very strong Scorpio in your reading as well, so you could have it in your chart, be dealing with one. And you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, definitely endings here. Coming out of your mental space, you know, choosing not to torture yourself mentally anymore, or be around people that torture you mentally or make you feel like you're being tortured, and choosing to bring just a clear and definitive end to that, okay? Because all it does is hold you back, as we can see with that Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It holds you back from really obtaining the abundance you deserve, right? And breaking out of those patterns and giving your energy to situations, people where it'd be better spent. So you're definitely bringing about an ending here of sorts. And I feel like I said, it's more than one connection in my mind. But take it however it fits for you. So Gemini, I know that's not an easy process you're going through, but it is powerful. It is making you, not breaking you. It is lifting you up. It's taking you out of a dynamic that is draining you and pulling you into one that's going to recharge you, rejuvenate you, refill you, and upgrade you. So I really hope this helps. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget the notifications bell. And yeah, it's a process. I know you've got to come to that acceptance, but you're doing it, okay? I see you doing it. Probably by the end of the week, you will come to that full acceptance, and you will then be ready to do what is needed. So sending you guys lots of love, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.